na mabo edwabo a eti say ase wo ekon ha ni me mpanimfo a me no wo fi education asoeye awofo akyerɛkyerɛfo schoolfo enne ye beka ne sen me a me gina ha de mani age na se enne dai ye di dwuma so no eti sei a eye sword curtain Emma 21st century library project na se me wo enwuma asuye na ye se me metena adwamu a minyi ni se me wa asem bi a meka se mintimi nkwatena adwamu esan se ye ka nwuma asu a me ba ye no mati bebre afa honorable KWEKU RICKETTS ho enwuma asu da na akoma so na se nne odi esi ne bo se obesi baabi a emofra ye betimi akotena se ni akenkan mete ho a omo sane ade nyina masem ana meka ne se emofra itimi sa se ti sei ni obema commentary ekikimi na se ni nyina ti no na se akenkan amata ho a na sinto ewo baabi enu nti enne omanfo mesra mu nyina se mumfa hoden emfanta adwumadi achi na honorable KWEKU RICKETTS adwempa wanya se ode beye sa project ye nyina ye befo ne so na adwumadi no aba wieye pepepepepepe a ehun tochima o send the library or the yard the papa or yakuma de bisaza wa char the send yakupon waka honorable George KWEKU RICKETTS Hagan na kuma there umbesimaya na they kind of yakupon ase naza makabio sin there midna kon man anem akon mpanyimfo ahemfo mba panyimfo ebusan panyimfo obi bia nanmu ze kan da ya da ase yakupon onhiraw sika biara arhwere wo project mi yakupon onhyawa nanmu yakupon omo nyimzin onkwaso omayi yaza osen dam na fabo akwano man school fu me gina wana name yasi ya da wase o sende ayemo family bi mpo waze ho ma adwen da wo fe baby so when me break obi wo wa why na adwene onzizi ti se live wo wa na wa kahiem we hyiaze aye wo ze ho ma adwen wo kan me so baba e de nyankopɔ na ase e school fo si se we bi sazen obabam za mo kan bi osin dey the library arba bay momo ye edana was by ye agruzibia library wenzago ho azina wo sua ho most also there was the books. What the books are papa baba. Books are from working can about our swim. What about Tassi? Uncle Booker, or best story books and contain underman, performan, one class simple, or send one with day, or story book or working canal. Obey for so am one. Into one class and put the teacher showing as it. Over school work at library. Library can go ye. No more men the books are papa. I follow Sia. Na robo mu de me hyiaze se teacher nzi kakra kanwa na wezi mu aman e school fo so masra wan mamo ma library onya bia obeye wo basabasa odo ma wato so wo krade ye ya na obema honorable nanyu age e wa ba bi foforo so amawan it must that one shady ye one see momeze na wenyu sum de obebam it is a kind of from one shadow ye. Man for one sank da as in a funk ye. I the ma on ya feel.
o de ye hwede ye na ya asefo ya nananom na ka asefo ina oboto na won so bo hia ze wo ho ona bo KWEKU RICKETTS midina akona nanum ze kan da Nyankopon onhiraw ani won panyimfo omo on yansa nti ase Antonu supanu guwodo naza adawa kuma da pere ya mekwan no etuma ye da Nyankopon anim nyam le na ya kan kwan do bi bia ase amen
nso bonse mo ho nana ye da sibibri
Any washroom na big hall ya ha na ngwa no books a oba sha mafan wate no na wesuaze eba ha so ha ya canteen nti se eba na ebosuaze na bia epede ka wano kakra aha na eba tena na aka wano aha yeah front porch nti aha na eba fa na eza ba inside and also epede agin from so a well, I
think it's very impressive. Myself and my senior brother, Honorable George, about education. Many of you are aware that he started with this passing initiative. And then whilst we were speaking some time ago, he said he wanted to make sure that everyone will get a library. I remember I attended a program with him at Lions Club, where Lions Club has also decided that they need to renovate the school at EKON for them. So it was another program that he also said he was also going to the library for EKON. So I think it's a very good thing. I support him 100%. Anything I can do to support him in any way, I'll definitely do that. Certainly. I mean, having a library is a very good thing. But we all have different visions as MPs for our respective constituencies. For me, after going through all the things in the educational sector, I realized that most of my people or the pupils in Cape Coast do not have desks to sit on. So I decided that that was the project I wanted to pick up. So I'll pick up on that project and make sure that every child in Cape Coast constituency will have a desk to sit on. Once we are done with that, we also move to Operation ICT. We are getting 600 computers for people within Cape Coast constituency. We realize that the whole basic schools in Cape Coast, very few schools have computers. So that's my next one. Then after that, we think about getting a library.
So far, how have you done with Operation 2008?
For now, I have 600 students or people who have desks to sit on in Cape Coast. As I said, within my 4 years, I'm supposed to get 2,000. So if within the first year I've been able to get 600 people having seats to sit on, then I'm very optimistic that by the time I end up with my 4th year, I should be able to open this have a seat.
I think the project is a step in the right direction, because talking about a library project, we all know what reading means to us in education. And as I said, reading makes a man. And therefore, the more we take interest in reading and read, the more we can also enlighten ourselves, the more we can soar higher. So taking into consideration BEC results and then even moving further to WASI results, if all the pupils, all the students could read and read very well, I believe that we wouldn't have had any challenge at all, that they will excel because they can read, even in mathematics, as was said. So for me, it is a joy, a great joy, of course, that this project will see the light of day. And I think that it isn't only one school that is in EKON. There are other schools. And I believe that all of them will be beneficiaries of this project. And not even only basic school. Those who are in senior high school, sometimes they come on holidays, or those who even are day students. Sometimes it is very difficult to find a place to even sit and then study. But with a library, I believe that it will give them the opportunity, and then it will even urge them to read more. They will be able to do research about their studies and then move on higher. So this is not for even basic schools alone. It is also for those in senior high school and even the youth. Sometimes people complete school. They have not even furthered their education. They will be at home. But with a project of this sort, if there is a library, I believe that they can take the opportunity. Those who are even doing remedials and what have you, they will take the opportunity and then upgrade themselves or even go further. So I think it is a nice project, and we embrace it wholeheartedly. My advice to students, teachers is that, with our pupils or students, they need the guidance always. Teachers should be there to support them. The habits of even reading is cultivated. It begins from somewhere. If you don't start early, when going ahead in life, it becomes a difficulty for you. So I will urge teachers that they should also take advantage and then direct or guide these students so that they will make reading part of them. And I will especially make an appeal to the community that most often something good is done, something that everybody cherishes. But at the end of the day, you realize that some people are there to destroy. And then I will want to say that they should own it, they should take it as their own, so that whatever support that they could make or add on to ensure that this project doesn't become a white elephant, or maybe something that in future we will look at it and then we will not even be happy it came. And so the community should also support and should see it as the future of their own children and even themselves.
In my constituency, KWEKU South, it's a fishing village, and you would say a much poorer, village or town compared to other areas. The people who are here are usually fisher folks, and there are not a lot of facilities here for the kids. There are schools here, about 7 or 8 schools here, but the place hasn't got a library. And as you know, library is needed to make education complete, where the kids will go when they close from school, to go and do their homework and all that. I mean, some of these kids are in homes where either there is not, a good light, bright enough to help them with their studies, or there are a lot of people competing for the lights to do other things. So it makes it very difficult for them to be able to study. It is something that we've been planning for a while. It's been in the works for a while. But we had land issues and all that. Finally, we got a family here to give us the land. And everything is coming together. I've got people who are supporting in terms of being able to construct this, the companies and individuals who are supporting in diverse ways. The project is about, things have, since we did the numbers together, a lot of things have changed in the last few days with iron rods and cement and all that. So I think there will definitely be a variation, but at the time when the thing was completed almost about a month ago in terms of the planning, we were looking at about 350,000, with probably a possible Ghana cedis, with probably a variation of getting up to 400. But as I said, the iron rods that we costed then has changed, increased quite considerably. So we'll have to factor all that in. But I'm sure that maybe if things don't change that much, we should be able to get it done with 400,000. It should be about a year's, project, depending on how quickly we can get things together. And as I said, there are various pledges from people who want to help. Locally and international, as I did say here, I've got an international company who have decided that they will take the technology cost by giving us 40 computers, state-of-the-art computers. And we are talking about each computer costing about 5,000, Ghana cedis. So multiply it by 40, and that will tell you how much those are putting in. If anything, it will maybe be get fund money if we get it. But the get fund money will probably be helping with putting, some of the infrastructure, as in terms of tables and chairs, in terms of some of the technology stuff that we will need. I've talked about having screen projectors and all that. We have difficulties, obviously, having any common fund coming in. We haven't received a common fund for quite some time now. I'm sure you've been hearing a lot about it, not having received common fund. Yes. So, you cannot rely on common fund to do this project, because we were initially looking at that, but I realized that if we have to be waiting for things like that, we will not be able to, do this. So I'm using my own links to try and mobilize resources to be able to do it. If at some stage we will need some, we get some support from government, we will not refuse it. But it's mainly going to be sourced from, the private sector.